We begin tonight at 6 o'clock with a new report shedding light on the impact of social media on gun violence here in Indianapolis.
This year, 21 people ages 19 and under have been killed by gunfire in our city, already more than all of last year. Today, Jenna Webster talked to people who are behind this report.
This was the crime scene on the South Side in September 2019. After 17-year-old Oswin Ortiz Jr. was shot and killed.
His father approached him to ask who had shot him. All he could say was Snapchat and pointed to his phone.
According to court documents, Ortiz used Snapchat to sell THC. The 18-year-old defendant allegedly was looking for someone to rob.
These things on social media, they can be documented, and we saw a lot in affidavits of police trying to track that down and put the puzzle pieces together.
Amelia Pack-Harvey is a reporter for Chalkbeat, Indiana. The nonprofit news organization in Axios found since 2018, social media has played a role in more than 1/3 of gun homicides involving Indianapolis youth. That's 25 out of 72 cases in which prosecutors have brought murder charges.
To either set up a meeting of some kind or buying or selling, trading guns, drugs, things like that. And those kind of setups would perhaps go wrong or turn into a robbery.
Erica Herron is a reporter at Axios Indianapolis. She also talked to students directly about the role social media plays in their lives.
One could put it best as it's one thing for someone to be rude to you, but it's another thing to do it in front of everyone you know, and everyone sees that, and it just kind of exacerbates these fights.
The echo chamber and algorithms of social media play into that too. Students also tell them guns at parties is normal.
Students are looking at videos of guns or cash or marijuana. The algorithm, one student told me, will just feed them that, and then it becomes normalized and it becomes something that, she told me you're kind of expected to do.
They say social media's role in youth violence isn't all that surprising, but the way it's happening and the impact to kids is. And they hope it sparks a conversation with parents and kids about what to look out for online. In Indianapolis, Jenna Webster, 13 News.
And these students also told these reporters that they're more likely to give someone their social media handle and talk online than provide a phone number.
A weekend of gun violence in Muncie left 5 people shot in 3 separate incidents.
Everyone survived, but one man's in critical condition at last report. Rich and I went to Delaware County today to learn more about these multiple shootings.
5 people shot in less than 5 hours over the weekend in Muncie. 2 men were shot while sitting in a car in this convenience store parking lot. Surveillance cameras at the Madison Food Mart captured the incident Friday night just before midnight. The store was open. Watch the windows in the white car shattered by bullets. 3 men were in the car, 2 were hit. A 44-year-old man crawled out of the car into the entrance waiting for help to arrive. Police say a 30-year-old man was also hit. About an hour later, just a few blocks away, police say a 52-year-old man was shot inside this house on South Monroe Street. And the weekend shootings began about 8:30 Friday night with 2 men in their 20s shot at this brand new apartment complex on South Walnut Street. A stray bullet shattered the window at the leasing office.
Gun violence is an issue in many cities, and I think it takes collaborative effort to fix any issues, including that one.
All the shootings on the south side of the city within 2 miles of each other. In Muncie, Rich Nye, 13 News.
Lots of sunshine today, really a nice warm-up after a cool morning. It was 47 when I went out for my morning walk this morning. Angela's here to tell us, though, it's going to feel like summer this week.
A warm-up, huh?
A warm-up. We're going to be into the 80s starting Wednesday and stay there for several days.
I'll take it.
Yes, if you're enjoying the taste of fall, you get tomorrow before the little taste of summer returns. We're in the 60s and 70s right now. 73 Carmel, 74 Brown County, 71 in Crawfordsville. Evening forecast, it's going to be mild. We're in the 70s through 8 o'clock. Once the sun goes down, temperatures will drop through the 60s, and it is going to be cool again tomorrow morning. So I'd grab the sweatshirt or the jacket early in the day. Upper 40s and low 50s. From there, we jump about 20 degrees between where we start and midday. Highs tomorrow afternoon in the upper 70s.
All right, thank you, Angela. Developing tonight, within the last hour, Exodus Refugee Center now responding to Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita's investigation into potential labor trafficking in Monroe County.
The AG's office says it's also looking into potential interference with ICE operations. Todd Rokita says he's issuing a civil investigative demand to the Exodus Refugee Center here in Indianapolis and also in Bloomington. The Attorney General's office says recent ICE operations face several challenges.
Attorney General Rokita issued a statement saying in part, quote, an investigative demand is not an accusation of wrongdoing. Our focus is on uncovering facts and rooting out potential wrongdoing. Exodus Refugee responding to the investigation says there's no justification for the investigation, saying, quote, Exodus is in fact one of the few organizations in the state of Indiana that assists victims of human trafficking. To be clear, refugees and immigrants are a part of our Hoosier communities, whether Todd Rokita wants them here or not.
Happening right now, a large group of protesters expected outside the city-county building ahead of tonight's city-county council meeting.
They're protesting against a proposal to build a Google data center in Franklin Township. Our Alex Almanza joins us now live ahead of that meeting tonight. And Alex, you know, this isn't the first time this group has come together, organized to speak out collectively against this project.
Something so big.
Scott and Marie, this is part of a larger months-long push to keep Google out of these residents' backyards. As you can see, some of the signs that we've seen for months at some of those development meetings, council meetings, it seems the number of signs and the number of people saying no continues to grow. This all started earlier this year when a secretive project titled Project Flow entered the chat, which brought various community meetings as Hoosiers started to learn what they called concerning details of the massive project, including the people behind it. They began to question how it'll actually benefit them. With today's council meeting, it's expected that the matter will be called down, then the fate of the project will be decided at the next meeting. As of now, enough councilors have opposed the project that it could be shot down on September 22nd. But for neighbors, they say the work isn't done.
It's been almost 6 months of it, probably over 6 months of this now. We see the finish line is getting very close. We're excited. You know, we want to see what's coming up next. But again, we're not giving up until it's done.
As you can hear, a lot of voices opposing this project, people saying no data center. You can see some of the signs saying data centers hurt vulnerable children. There's a sign that says, hey Google, where's my clean water? A lot of different messages being displayed here. Now, as of this afternoon, District 9 Councilor Keith Graves was the latest to publicly oppose the project. We've reached out to Google for comment, but they did not immediately respond to our request. Now that council meeting is set to begin in just under an hour, and we're going to bring you the latest as we learn it tonight at 11. Scott, Anne Marie.
Alex Almanza reporting live for us tonight downtown at the City County building. Thank you so much. And also happening tonight in Muncie, the City Council wants to hear from you regarding its latest proposed budget for the new year.
The city of Muncie is facing some big funding cuts. The mayor tells 13 News they're looking at $1 million less for next year. The mayor told us Senate Bill 1 impacts Muncie's property tax revenue with a 7% decrease, plus cuts to fire and police pension funding and parks and recreation.
The meeting starts tonight at 7 o'clock. It's at the Muncie City Hall first floor auditorium. And then after the public comments tonight, a final vote then is scheduled for October.